Hey, Trey!
Yeah.
Guess what? Guess what? Guess what?
What?
I got us a guest.
Oh shit.
You also fuck Hulk Hogan. Oh! Oh, gosh, Trey. Trey,
What
can't
happened?
nobody
What we do?
see you. Trey,
Ain't
can't
nobody see
nobody
me?
see you. Hold on, let me.
No.
Trey, no! Oh, there you go.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Let me
Oh, here
fucking.
I go. Oh, look, I'm all the way
Uh,
down here at the bottom.
yeah, we
Look.
see. We see now.
Hey.
Um, let's go ahead and hug
Yeah.
that. Bada bing! Welcome, welcome.
What's going on, folks?
Welcome to the Off The Porch Pod. My name's Q with the I. That guy down there, right there. What's his name? That guy's Trey.
That's
Trey!
me.
But
That's
this
me.
person over
Uh-oh.
here,
Who
the
that?
one and only.
Okay.
Girl, what's your name? Tell him who
My
you
name is
are.
Silver Sayu. The one and only Silver Sayu, also Comet Sevla, whatever you prefer to address me as, but I am both, will always be both, whichever one works.
Right. Right.
But yeah, I am from here in KC. I think, I don't know, do you want me to get an introduction? I'm trying to find us also on Twitch so I can watch at the same time.
Um,
Yeah, there we go.
you want to
There.
actually, yeah, tell the people where they can fucking find you first.
Yeah. So I'm a little bit everywhere right now. Right now, I'm based out of KC, living in Lawrence, but started in KC. I do music. I'm a DJ, vocalist. I also used to model a lot. I used to do all sorts of stuff, all within the industry. Working a little bit here, working a little bit there, working a lot back end, and doing backline and stuff like that. So got my hand in audio engineering and whatnot. I'm on all socials at SilverSayU, SILVERCEU. That's me. I'm on Twitch. I'm on Discord. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Snapchat. I'm on TikTok. Even though I don't really post much on TikTok, that will be changing soon. But I am a little bit of everywhere right now, so you can find me kind of everywhere. And
I knew that was gonna take fucking forever. That's why I said, because anytime you do anything any remotely towards DJing, it's like you
yeah.
use everywhere on
Yeah,
every
and it's been a long ride too. You know,
Everywhere.
I've been at it for coming up on 4 years, so we've covered a lot of ground. We've done a lot. It's been a cool little journey, cool little ride.
Yeah, I got
That's what's
lucky
up.
and I just have clients and shit. I can't constantly be like doing like I can barely do my own like social media stuff. Like it's so sad. And I went to
No,
school for it.
And
I feel
same.
it.
Yeah.
and
You
shame.
gotta, especially when you start, when you start managing like a brand and shit like that, it starts to come with the territory. You kind of have no choice. So I
Right.
kind of adapted to that. It wasn't my necessarily first choice of, I wasn't wanting to necessarily be a huge social media person, but it was definitely something I had to
Right.
do.
I started with Rooster Teeth and shit. So
Yeah.
I started with already famous people,
Yeah,
and
no.
so I was just like, man, these people give me clout. I don't have to do nothing. I just, I'm the main. I'm the main man. I'm the workhorse over here. I'm the Shawn Michaels,
Yeah.
but these my Triple H's and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the workhorse. I do the real work. But
Be
yeah,
like
so
that.
and now we done got a wild hair up our ass in February and started this, and we was like, well, now if,
Voila.
so we here now.
But
It
we
forces me
working
to
on
use
it.
it.
Yep. We ain't stopped yet, so we may as well make the best of it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's kind of what's been happening on my end too. Just realizing you got a platform, use it.
Yep.
Use
Yeah,
that
Yep.
motherfucker.
You started
Just
for a reason.
for
So
especially
sure.
when you get a little glimpse into, because I've never wanted to see myself as a huge social media person or anything like that, like I said. And so when you realize that your platform has more traction than you think and shit like that, and you realize that you could use it for shit that matters, then at that point it's like, why not,
Exactly.
using it for memes anyways. I'm using that
yep.
motherfucker for memes as a motherfucker anyways.
Exactly.
Why
That
I love a good
truly,
reel. I love a
truly,
good reel.
that's exactly what happened with me. I sat and I got tired of fucking just sitting on fucking social media and shit posting. And I think like one
Man,
day I started like reading into politics. I was like, that don't sound right. And from there on, like at
you start
some
pissing
point,
yourself off too.
I fucking turned into I wouldn't call myself a fucking activist. I'd probably call myself a radical. We'll talk about those
That
later.
that's the thing. That's the thing.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Uh First of all,
Yeah, social media.
let's take it slow. How's everybody's fucking mental health today? As you can see, mine is doing whatever the fuck it want right now. I got a headache. It's all right. It's all right.
Let's start with you.
um, my mental's been all right. It's been a lot of energy, in just multiple different forms, kind of this week. So a lot of this week has been it's man. I'll be honest. As far as like me kind of handling, I feel like I've had my moments, but it's mostly just getting through the week. Um, Making sure that I keep my head on straight, mostly than
Listen,
anything. Focusing on still what matters. My son and my family at home. My husband, the animals and whatnot. We still got lives. We still got families and stuff at home. We still got
Amen.
daily lives and
hey,
stuff. So,
Amen.
um, that's kind of been at least the focus. Trying to get back to the roots and what really matters, kind of thing. As all this energy is being thrown around and kind of gauging what to do with all this energy as well while preserving my own. So
because the vampires are out. The vampire. I'll
yes,
say that again. The vampires are out. Let me tell you again. The vampires are out.
and they just took Mercury out the motherfucking microwave too, like
Yeah.
literally just a week and a half
Yup.
ago. So like we still feeling effects. Don't think shit's sweet, y'all.
Yeah,
Nah,
they doing a lot.
it did
Uh,
nah.
Big
That
dog.
motherfucker just cooling off from being in the microwave as long as it was. The hell,
What's your mental
hell
looking
no.
like? What's your brain looking like?
Fried eggs. Scrambled a little bit. It's good. I mean, eggs are delicious, but you know,
It's a
I'm
lot of
okay. I'm not down. I'm not out.
you just
A lot of good things happening. A lot of good things happening. But
you get
I
that
forgot
damn
about
car.
Mercury being in the microwave, so I didn't even press start, and so therefore I'm 3 steps behind the game,
Okay, there we
and I'm just not
yeah.
realizing what's going on in life right now. So,
Uh huh. And we know you. Yeah, we didn't spoke on your journey. Um,
Mama's on the way home, and I ain't thaw out the chicken.
yeah,
Is what I'm really saying. Yeah,
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 yeah. I think we
yeah,
all kind of right there, right now. Cause my
Yeah.
brain just it
yeah.
and let me take the time to let's talk about the people around us because sometimes the people around us get us fucked up and off of my goddamn course. And somebody got me off of my fucking course this week because my whole life is all routines. And when you break them routines and fuck up them routines with no benefit, because I didn't get no, because what I did went in one ear and right out the other. Went
Yep.
in one ear and right out the other one.
Fuckers don't be listening, man. It's me. I'm motherfuckers.
Now
Just don't be
you tell me
listening.
you mature and you do all these things and all this and you wouldn't go fuck with this.
Mm.
And what did you do after I told you to just work on yourself? You bitch, you went right up to that new job and you said, here, let me fucking this motherfucker.
Did you take your mic out?
I don't like when people don't listen.
Let me just say, whatever's been going on, the crash out was just what up? Yep, you might catch mom hop in here too.
Hello.
How you doing?
You say hi. Go play.
Nephew!
We'll talk to you in a little bit. Look, it's nephew. Look at you.
What?
Uh-huh. Go
What?
play for a little bit. Mommy will come up there and get you in a second. Okay. All right, have fun.
All right.
Have fun.
Now
I was supposed to play that. I forgot.
now that I've had my fucking yeah, that's what it feels like when you watch people fucking you say, "Hey, I wouldn't do that." Cuz
I'm
you
all
might
about a justified crash
Especially when
out
they look
though.
at you too and you like they're
Like,
like, yeah, you right. I shouldn't
yeah.
do
yeah,
that.
Yeah, hey,
yeah.
you shouldn't put your hand on that stove. Yeah, you right. I shouldn't.
Hey, I got an 8-year-old and a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. Now they're
Why?
all divisible by 2 and 4, right? So they right there in them stages of life.
Yeah, bro. I got grown
All of them doing
kids.
the same thing.
I got grown kids.
My goodness.
I like I
At least
like
you can hit grown kids.
true. Like every so often I just be like, what the fuck is going on, man? Why have I taken this task? I feel like my mama. Uh
Ooh, welcome to full circle.
every bit of 25 and 26 they are, I was. And it just be like, ooh,
Ooh.
ooh.
Oh yeah. My son is 6, so we're in like the biggest like mid stage of just like challenge and shit
Yeah.
and just like figuring out, like really fucking around and really finding out. So like I can
Mhm.
tell him whatever the fuck I want, but like he's finna fuck around and find out. And like
Yeah.
a part of me can't do nothing but respect it. You know, because he's 6, he's curious and shit, I get
Yeah.
it. And so a part of me can't do nothing but respect and love it and
The
absolutely
jungle
want
gym,
him to
baby. The
continue to
Raise some
jungle
do it.
gym.
curiosity,
And then
right?
another part looks at him, and I'm like, I know goddamn well you heard me just tell you
Please,
take your
sir.
motherfucking toys in the
Please,
damn
sir.
room, and I know
Like I
you
said,
know that's the rule.
I'm all about a justified crash out. Just,
Brother,
just
listen, it be you because the people that I be trying to teach is 25 and 26, and
I'm not gonna be
that's
ready for
Oh, I
no.
brother.
feel cold out as hell.
Huh?
Oh,
Oh,
oh, you too, you too. Uh, but
oh
these
yeah.
people are 25 and 26 years old, and I remember how I was at 20. It was just in one ear and out the other. But now I'm older, and I'm like, come on, young buck, you got to listen to me. Please just listen to me.
Home from out of town on the same weekend, and it was all downhill from there.
Oh God.
Golly,
Oh,
golly.
okay.
Yes,
Well,
that was about the stupidest time in my life for so far. I say so far because I still get bored from time to time.
Like,
But
just doing shit. Just doing shit.
Julie,
look,
like the older you get, the more you just be doing shit. Like,
No,
pretty
for
much
real. And look,
you start giving a
I
fuck.
yeah,
I
like
thought that it was like some shit that we grew out of, and then I realized that nah, as you get
mm-mm.
older and you realize that there's free fucking will as an adult,
Yes,
that does nothing but further
dog. I
Yep,
be,
the
I be in
need to
this,
just
I
do
be in this
shit.
yep.
bitch.
And so like
I be in
I
this
had a
bitch singing
homegirl hit
fucking
me up and tell me about
anytime.
how like their birthday, it like for their birthday for no reason. It's like they're crazy, like they're 36. It's not like their 50th. It's not like, but free will as an adult is causing them to treat it like it's an absolute extravaganza, and they're going hard for a week straight, going out to nice restaurants every night, dressing the fuck up type shit. Why? Free will as a fucking adult,
Free
because you
will.
can do shit like that.
Yeah.
Also, they plan on going skydiving. Now, that is also free will as an adult that I probably would
Look,
not utilize, at least unless under the influence of some pretty heavily
free will.
medicated things. But
That's
that,
that is a
that's
wall
a
of
different
free
thing.
will.
It's still free will. It's
That is a wall
it's
of
still
free
free
will right
will. This
there.
shit's cool.
Free will.
Exactly.
Free will.
It's gonna be all cartoons. I never thought I would be able to get toys again after I was about 8 years old, and then I
Bro,
realized I was an adult and I can still buy toys and
listen.
put shit together in models.
Exactly.
Yep.
Hey,
Like,
have y'all seen the new McDonald's toys?
which
No, are they
ones? The
dope?
Naruto ones?
The new Ninja Turtle and Hello Kitty toys, bro.
Oh,
No.
yes.
The collab
Mm,
that they made. My son brought one of them home the other day, and it
yeah.
prompted Austin to bring him to the store and show it to me before they went home. He was like, "Look at this thing," and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Bro, we got to collect them." The toys
Mm-hmm.
that are coming out now are crazy. Like, I have a Hot
Yo.
Wheels collection at the age of 26. Never had a
What's up,
Hot
Cassie?
Wheels collection when I was a kid. I
Yeah.
don't know why I've got that,
I
but
used
I've
to
got
want
it
to
now
collect
because
Hot Wheels,
free
but they was
will,
too
and I can
small.
get toys, and it's great.
My mama was mad. She
Yeah.
didn't want me to have Hot Wheels all over the place, so she never really bought them.
Damn.
If I had a couple
That's
dollars, I'd pick them up.
That's
Yeah.
my doubt.
I can't lie
That's
because
my
the way I be feeling if I step on one of the motherfuckers got me feeling a little tender for a little bit. I can't.
Honestly, I
God admit
became
it.
so man. I'll take some L's. I'll keep my slides on because I want my kids to play with toys, man.
No, I
But at the same
feel.
time, I just got to make sure I don't yell at them all the time for not picking them up. But we got to pick them up together, and because that's the stressful part for real. Because when you start stepping
Right.
on them, you be like, "Ooh, uh huh."
yeah.
You're muted.
Who me?
Uh.
Oh. Oh shit. I'm talking to somebody.
Oh, but yep. But yeah, man. Childhood. Glad I get to
Yeah.
grow up and do shit.
Let's talk about some fucking marketing
Oh yeah,
and
what do we have going on today?
yeah, let's talk about some
Yeah.
marketing and promotion. Cause one place fucking can't fucking seem to do it, and the other one is fucking full of scam artists.
Damn, we gonna talk about it like that?
Yeah.
Nah, you right. We don't talk about it.
Talk about it.
So,
So
well,
you want me to?
So look,
uh,
so if you're looking for me to take the lead on this one, this is where I'll start with this one. So, um, this past week, y'all might have heard. Let's start kind of with the backstory of everything, kind of.
yeah, I kind of filled him in just a little bit, but
Yeah, I'm ready to
Yeah,
hear this.
yeah. So let's go back because as much as I pride myself on always moving forward, I never have a problem going back, honey. So let's go back. Let's go back. So let's talk about it. We get booked for Phantom Fest some months ago, and it's this situation of basically essentially pay to play. We were given promo codes and we were expected to promote these promo codes. And we were our commission, our incentives and stuff were based off of how much we had racked up from these promo codes, kind of thing. So I get this promo code and we're told, first place is going to get, first place earner will get a spot on the main stage to play a slot. And then we're told second place will get a slot on the second stage. And then third place will also get a spot on the main stage or on the second stage. And, it's a little bit towards, it was completely disorganized to begin with. There was a lot of factors that, the graphics drops, just miscommunications, all sorts of stuff, not being on time, kind of thing. And so, it was also a thing of, we did this festival last year. We had kind of made it clear that, this promo code thing wasn't it. It wasn't what we wanted to do. It wasn't standard. And instead they decided to facilitate the festival this year in the same way, which was very disappointing. We were not originally told that the fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth place would then turn around and that would dictate our times, and not necessarily our time slots, but it would dictate if we got an hour or 30 minutes or not. And at this point, it wasn't until about 2 weeks or so before the festival that we actually found that out. So
that shit's crazy.
yeah, so I ended up placing 10th. I ended up getting about 4 uses on my promo codes, which thank you to whoever used that promo code. I really appreciate you. I ended up racking up $561 in sales from my promo code. So the money is appreciated. Unfortunately, can't promise where the money will go at this point. Hopefully it goes to where it should, but of course the support behind it, the intention behind it is absolutely appreciated. So we are promoting these promo codes, and it gets to a point of, even in the chat we were kind of instilled somewhat fear into us, being told that we were being watched on social media to make sure that we were promoting these codes, and then in turn we were not having even them interact with these posts that we were making about these codes and stuff like that, and promoting and doing what they were asking. So it was just kind of it was backwards, it was just backwards.
Hold up, you see, Trey, at this point, this is why she didn't tell me none of this shit.
Right, because
this is why she didn't tell me none of this shit.
Had I told her, because I already knew, had I told him, he would have told me, Connor, what the fuck are you doing?
No, because
Q is my reasonable, logical friend.
Shit.
Right.
What the fuck is this?
Because Q is my reasonable, logical friend that, and especially Q is one of my bitch remember who the fuck you are friends. So
he's good at that. He's good at that.
Oh yeah, very good at that. And so the situation's going on. We're being forced, we're being push these promo codes, promo. Okay, well, we get to the festival, and some of this is going to be all over the place because there was a lot of information that didn't come until later. There was a lot of information that is still being coming in, that's still being brought in multiple different forms on multiple different platforms, all sorts of stuff. So I'm taking in a lot at this moment. But we get to this festival, and it's essentially we we don't even have a stage. Like we at least for our locals had a stage last year, and it was like, dang, And so we get there, and I get there a little bit later in the day, and I realize we don't even have a stage. We're set up next to these porta potties in the very back of the venue. It's not even the same venue as it was last year, and we don't even have an actual stage. We're not, we got like wooden pallets. Our CDJs are on top of cardboard boxes. Half the headphones aren't even working. Half the headphones are missing. I was told, apparently, and this was just what I was told. I had a lot of people that did come to my set, and it ended up being that they just kind of hung around, just to at least show support, because there were no headphones available to them. We get there, we instantly realize that a very well-known local organization who specializes in harm reduction actually is placed at the very front of the venue, away from everyone, which with what would later come out made complete sense. As much as it was wrong, it made complete sense. But the med tent I had actually confused for will call. It was a crazy situation. And so it was like we get in there, and the second stage that basically essentially we're all competing for is placed right next to the main stage, and it's this insane sound bleed. Nobody can hear it. There's no lights, there's no production, and I realized what we were all essentially pinned against each other to compete for, and I realized just how much it was not worth it. Essentially, I was let know that the owner of the festival, of the brand that put on the festival, was somewhat not reachable for majority of the festival. Well, once I get there, and I'm kind of very loud in my opinions and my feelings about everything that's going on, I am on. Man, no, for real.
Use a nigga, and we don't do that.
And instantly, I see a mutual of mine kind of talk to him, and then it's like, hold on just a second.
I feel like Ja Rule is behind this somehow. I just know.
Brother,
I just know Ja Rule is behind this somehow.
If you see the pictures of it, I'm gonna send you some of the pictures. It looked exactly like that, but without the tents. So it
Right
looked
next
like
to the shit.
a real wasteland.
You're not even putting me on the stage next to the shit.
Cause I tell you, you better be glad you didn't fucking tell me about this shit, or I didn't spend money on it.
You know what, man? That's very disappointing. Not surprising. Not surprising by no means, but it's very disappointing still.
And like I said, that's why I brought her on here, because it kind of fucking harkens back on. It's not just a KC thing. It's a Wichita fucking thing too. And
I wouldn't know, because I can't really speak on. I've never had anything promoted here. I've never been asked to promote anything here. I'm not in that area. You know what I mean?
You wonder why fucking most of these fucking clubs and shit that you remember Sway. How many fucking times has that place changed?
Hang on. Let me shut up and stop lying, because I have been asked to promote stuff. I'm not gonna act like I ain't never been involved in none of this shit. But screwy shit like that, I ain't been so far in depth as to get major venues and shit like that. You know what I mean? But
because at some point, if this get big, we're gonna have to do a live show.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do something.
Hello, sorry about
that. No, you're good. You're good.
So let's get back into it. So I show up at the festival, and I am very unhappy about obviously the conditions kind of thing, and I am very instantly I was alarmed at the quickness and the urgency to find
What
me
up?
and approach me about my feelings and my
Brad.
opinions and to stop me essentially because I had made it known that I was going to say something during my set. I had made it known at this point. I had planned 15 minutes. After that, I'm 316ing this shit and I'm out because no, you didn't do our local artists like this. Like, no, you didn't. So,
Yeah, no.
word kind of gets around. Well, his urgency in finding me to stop this was more than his urgency to fix the wrongdoings of this festival, which was crazy to me. He finds me and we have a very loud conversation, a very honest conversation. I'm very, very loud about the fact that it's very disrespectful how our artists have been treated. I'm very loud and
Good.
direct about the fact
Good.
that um that this is just wrong. Everything about this is wrong. And, the pointing out everything at this point, I had been sent transcripts. I had been contacted by people working closely to him. And I had found out a lot. And it was, the one of the people that had reached out to me, this man tried to tell me he didn't even know at a point, which was hilarious because that was oh so quickly cleared up the next day. He tried to maintain to me that he owes nobody but Ashton Ray. If you see this, I think we both know that that's absolutely not true. We'll leave that at that. But as well as the other things he tried to maintain that it was multiple other people's fault for why this festival came up to be how it was, for why another friend of mine was screwed over in the process.
Hey.
From out of state, a bunch of different, just a lot. And during this conversation, he also maintains to me that his business partner is apparently shitty and hasn't done a thing. He maintains to me that he plans on firing said business partner and Anna Lillis, who single-handedly is probably the only reason that his festival actually ran. And absolutely had no problem throwing the rest of his team underneath the bus when
I saw all of that part.
Right. And this is what I've gathered over the next few days. With, like I said, more information starts coming out. We have this conversation. Essentially, I do my set and I still speak out during my set. I play my 15, I say my piece, and I get the fuck out of there. Essentially, the statement he puts on Facebook the next day is essentially the same thing that he tried to maintain to me in my face, which was pushing off the blame on everyone else. And this is what I want as everybody, uses this and kind of, takes the different information that's coming in and the different comments and stuff and the different tidbits and stuff that's coming in, that none of this has still deterred from the fact that this was this man's brand. This was this man's festival. This is the one man that was running things that could not be told no. If you didn't like how something was running, that was your job to fix it and do something different. If you didn't like how somebody else was doing something pertaining to your brand, that's your brand, and it is your job to buck up and be like, hey, no, this is what you need to do instead. It is your job to take control. It is absolutely your job to take control. And what it essentially sounds like to me is you didn't want to take control and you didn't have your nuts, and that's a you problem, not a nobody else problem. So the blame on Amir Taylor, the blame on Anna Lillis, the blame being pushed onto anybody has been kind of astounding, because none of this deters from the main fact. Anna Lillis is not responsible for the promo code that is her.
At the end of the day,
she's not,
all of it
she's
comes
not
back
responsible.
to Phantom. All
Right.
of it comes back to Phantom. So
right.
You can blame it on anybody you want to, but it all comes back to your name. This one right
exactly.
here, Phantom. And that's under
just,
you, buddy.
Right. And that's just the bottom line. And then we turn around and we look at the fact that there's been multiple people that have done research. Well, guess what? Phantom isn't Ashton's. Guess what, guys? Phantom is not Ashton's.
What?
Phantom is actually Amir's. It's registered to Amir as the LLC. It's not his, even though Ashton, from what I've heard from multiple different people, has maintained that he has never had a business partner and still doesn't. That is not true. Amir's name is the one that's registered on the LLC as well as multiple other LLCs. Let's put it at that. And Ashton Ray's real last name is not Ray. It's Cox. So let's take into consideration that it's Amir's name that's being financially smeared.
Yeah. Oh.
It is
Amir
not
is
even
meant to
Ashton's.
go-
Ashton's surname has been completely clear while doing whatever he does financially, which I also find an extreme alarming point at, which that I'll leave also there.
Amir's about to be in the hole. That's it.
Like I said, that part I'll leave
nothing.
right there at that point. But let's go back to accountability. You know, let's go back to accountability. Let's go back to, you know, the and this is my thing is, you know, he blames Marco of Base Station, who ended up actually down half of his equipment by the end of the night. Marco took a huge loss from this. You know, Marco from Base Station gets blamed. It's Anna Lillis who gets blamed. It's Amir who gets blamed. It's this, but this is your business. You know, and so where when things like this happen, you know, and we as a community start to see things in our face, it's our job also to not take the passive aggressive route. We need to come on, like, you know, we can't be passive aggressive about these things because that's how people get away with it.
My local folks, y'all know, please, for the love of God, if you're local anywhere, there's people in here. If you're local anywhere, and whatever your art is, don't ever let these people play in your face. Don't ever let somebody talk about, you could do it for exposure, or you'll get followers from this. No, I don't do the things that I do for followers.
Right.
I do
and that was
things to make an impact. And
the whole industry is social media driven now. Even like graphic design and art wise, well, not even graphic design, but just like
Dasher, you better
for
be
people who
paying
wanna
attention.
all right, Dasher.
He's only 14.
But,
listen, he's 14, and you better be paying attention.
Look, see, you was talking about 26-year-olds. Now we got okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's another.
pull up a chair and sit on the porch with us, homeboy. We dang, I said homeboy. I might be.
sit on the porch, learn a little thing or two.
Well, you know, but I've like just as a visual artist, I've learned that the way that you have to market yourself nowadays, in comparison to where people would just like actually go places, then they would want to.
Right.
They might want to buy some art or something like that, but it's so hard to find people that want to do the same because everybody wants to do the same thing, but it's not the shit that they, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And just, I don't know, the competitive nature of how these things are being put together and pinning people up against each other
and
and not having shit straight together. It's like, I ain't trying to do all that, man.
You talk about the competitive nature. Again, this fucking hustle culture shit. And people.
We just talked about that last weekend.
Just like fucking this whole entire story
because,
is people cutting
let's
corners.
Bring this up too. This pay to play shit is very like common.
Just like video games, just like
this pay to play for slots and shit like that. Mm-hmm. It's very common within, especially the hip hop and rap community. And look, this is the thing is when I stand up about it in the EDM community, I don't fucking agree with it in that community either. Mm-hmm. Let me just make that fucking clear. I don't agree with it anywhere. Pay to play for any artist of any kind should be fucking wrong. That you know, pay your artists, know who you're booking, put some respect on their name, and give them their damn flowers. You know, and that's where a lot of it too for me it boiled down to for the Phantom situation was, you know, when and then it comes out that there were people who were actually actively questioning this happening while it was happening for the second year. And the man's reaction was to tell them that pay to play was standard. Standard has never been standard in the EDM community. I'll just let y'all know that right now. I've worked here a very long fucking time. Never been standard. Apparently, that pay to play was standard, and that if we didn't do it, that he didn't care, that we could not play the slot, and that he did not care, and went on to even tell certain people that they should feel grateful for the opportunity. And that's where I
Don't
want to
ever.
touch on what you said about, this mask of opportunity that is in turn really fucking us and taking advantage of us. That, this it's a easy facade. It's a very easy facade to put on, especially when you have younger
Yeah,
artists or newer artists
you
that are
have
coming
younger.
into the scene.
Here's because it's a combination of younger artists and then your promoters, because that's the face of your promotion. So your promoter has all the flashy pictures on social media. Your promoter has the finest clothes, the best. I saw you see his pictures. It's fucking all edited nice.
And let me just put some to y'all like this.
He looks the part.
And while you bring that up, let me just put it to y'all like this. This man toured with Strange Music. That man, Strange Music has never been outed for shitty business practices. And you know Tech9 don't play that shit. You toured with fucking Tech9.
Right.
You know good business
so
practices. You know how to run shit.
That mean you didn't learn shit.
And if there was something fucked up about their system, then maybe you need to speak on that too.
Right.
Maybe there's something we're missing. But what I do know is coming into this scene, and then, he talked taking accountability, and I looked him straight in his face and I said, Ashton, you were told last year that these promo codes were ass, that they were bogus, that you shouldn't do them. You were told last year that this was not industry standard. You had every opportunity to run this festival fucking different this year. Last year when this happened, he had no issue demonizing whoever, not booking whoever, talking shit on whoever, and saying whatever about whoever had anything to say against these promo codes. He demonized a very popular EDM group, the Dogs, here in the Kansas City area, that literally did. You demonize them, and for you to say that you're taking accountability, okay, well, you demonize them. You had every way of doing it different to do it this year, and you did it the exact same way. That's not accountability, Ashton Ray. That is doing the same thing and attempting to get away with it.
Yep.
Grant said
that's all it is.
Grant said the only way this dude ever learns is if the people stop going to said events. Easier said than done, though, because fans will go to support an artist, and the artist will want to perform for their fans. So it's a hard sell. Yeah,
absolutely. And so this is what I want to talk on, because then here comes the next round of conversation that we need to put in place. So
it's gonna be
with all the negative, what do we do different? What do we do different? How do we manage the scene different? How do we support our artists different? How do we move from this and make this?
This is that, and that's what I was. That is one piece of.
And that's also, I want to touch on this for a second too, because I know there are probably a lot of people in here that watched my live stream. I want y'all to understand that the point of that live stream was simply to get y'all to talk about it. To get y'all to talk about it, to shed light, to open that door, to show that it can be okay to talk about shit like that and be honest about it. Be honest with your feelings about it. Don't sugarcoat that shit. Let these motherfuckers know just how much they disrespected you and exactly what they did wrong, and stop being passive aggressive. Because these people know exactly what they're doing when they do it. So when we move forward and we're looking at, people who are running shitty business practices, we need to start, evaluating more.
This is what I need y'all to do. I need y'all to, even when y'all was just going to Loose Park,
oh yeah,
I need y'all to find a place where if where y'all can have smaller local shows for y'all.
Right.
That's it. That's it.
Smaller to
Right.
that y'all can
Like a homeroom venue
yeah,
almost, you know?
Right.
that y'all can handle by yourselves as a collective together.
Yep.
Right.
Let's fucking cut out that we need to cut out this fucking middleman bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because
We need to
Mm-hmm.
start making music about music again.
right.
That's what we
Yep.
need to do. We need
So
to start making this shit about music again.
Yeah, y'all start in these small intimate settings. It can be whether it be
Oh,
fucking to y'all do the loose park or the private house
Right.
that was out
And this
there.
is
Like y'all can throw like small shows and have a lineup. Y'all got a graphic designer down here that can make a schedule of and all the shit that y'all need. Like y'all have the resources.
right.
I
As a
need y'all
community,
to.
and that's the thing
If
too. As a
anybody take
community, we have the resources.
if anybody takes away anything from me, is that you need to learn. I have gotten by in life on using my fucking resources. My friends that know how to do things that I don't know how to do. That is how I ended up where I'm at. Because quite frankly, I'm fucking dumb. But I'm good. But I can talk to people.
And
And
let me just
so,
say that since the inevitable COVID happened, it did really make like relationships and human
right,
interaction a lot more
COVID did
difficult.
a number on us that I think people still don't register to this day,
right.
even kind of
It's
thing.
hard because I mean, we forgot about it. We didn't forget about it, but like something we kind of wanted to
It
like
was
put in
so
the
easy for
past.
us to go back to our normal lives, though. You know,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
it,
but it still
it feels like a
happened, and
blast in
we,
the past now. You know, but
yeah,
and then you forget just how quickly and easy that shit could happen again. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
yep,
it,
yep,
you know, I feel like a lot of people forget. And it did the COVID era did something to us as
yes, it did,
creatives,
100%.
Yeah.
as our backline workers, as our promoters, as you know, our DJs, as our artists. It did something to
It
all of
was
us.
essentially you had a 5 year freeze on everything, and
Yeah,
Right.
not only a 5 year freeze, but only people could really only get on the internet. So everybody's sharing everything. So now
yep,
everybody and everything sounds the
yep.
same.
It's
Right.
hard to
And then
get
it
up off the
made
And
couch
it also
after
made it to
COVID.
where now social media is just that damn important.
mm-hmm.
It's so fucking important because for a second, that's all we had.
Right.
I'm ready to
That's
go
all we
start
had.
sticking
And we, you
flyers in
know,
people's
we
windshields
went from
again.
this age of
That's
having these
that's where
local
I'm at.
shows and us having these local events and us being able to do these intimate settings and shit like at Loose Park and Drum Tribe and fucking Flow Tribe and shit that we
The
used to do all
warehouse
these
in
cool ass
Wichita.
events. And then we went into this age where
And
this
Charlie
moment
Cole.
of almost a dark period where we had nothing but the internet to make it work. We
Yeah.
had nothing but the internet to make it work. We were conditioned to live streams. We were conditioned to social media posts, park and raves. We weren't around
The
each other. We couldn't be
wildest
around each
fucking
other.
thing, the quite possibly one of the weirdest events I've been to, a park and rave, which was I was
I was supposed to go to that and I didn't.
It was a what?
it was
So
a park
basically,
and
to
rave.
combat the fact that we didn't have live events, the KC community rented out a
The
drive-in, and they
drive-in.
had a park and rave where they social distance us by 6 feet, and they had us all in groups,
And
but just with our cars.
everybody that came
They
in
weren't
your
allowed to
car.
like get out of their cars or any. I think they weren't allowed to get out of the
We
cars, or
could
they
get
had
out
to
of the
stay
cars.
by them or something.
It was like a stall. Like you had a full
Oh,
stall,
gotcha.
and so it was like probably like 2 or 3 feet on this each side of each car, and so we, but it first of all it ended up niggas was already together. We was already together. Hey, you
That's kind of
over
what I
there?
was
Nah,
thinking. Like
come over there. And
it's
niggas was
it's just
niggas
4
was
people
lit.
per
I
car.
left in somebody else's car.
See, no, but that was what we were conditioned to. We had nothing but live streams, and and just made it was social media. We had no choice but to focus on social media and
Yeah.
absolutely make that work.
He
And for a
said
second, it was beautiful. For a second,
he
it was
said
fucking
social
beautiful
media has
because
taken
we
away
got to
everybody's
see some
personal
really cool
connection.
fucking faces come out. Like more Kismet, Panda Eyes started spinning his fucking different styles and shit. Started doing different genres. Fucking, we had Hi, I'm Ghost. Fucking Dub Rebellion was doing all sorts of different fucking live streams that were just crazy, and it was a cool fucking beautiful moment. But then it stopped. Then it stopped, and we had the real world come back, and it's
And
like
people didn't know how to.
never
People
fully
don't know
caught
how to
back up to
fucking
that.
People like a like everybody was on an island, and when you come back, you get rescued. And you still 5 years. We was on an island for 5 years, and now everybody's
There
just
was
We
like,
was
so much coffee
we
and
was
jazz
gone.
music, and I was sitting
bro.
off my deck doing that,
He
sipping
said
coffee,
the
and
social media has taken away so much from like personal connection. Like
yeah, it's weird.
And
dog,
that only got worse
yeah,
with COVID.
It's weird. Yeah,
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 it's
not bad enough. It was getting where it was getting, and then COVID hit, and it was
right.
just like,
Right.
oh,
It
okay.
all just got worse. And like I said, I feel
And
like we just never quite caught back up to that. So then
yeah,
so then we end up in
So,
positions like now. We look at where we're at now, and we end up in positions where we have people who come into this industry and do shitty business practices. We have people who come in and take advantage of us. We have
and this
all of
just
these
is
things
this isn't
happen,
just
and
the
then we
EDM
have to
scene.
look at ourselves as a community and realize that one, we've been allowing this shit, but
Yeah,
two, we have to have the honest conversation with ourselves of how do we stop it? What do we do now? What changes? And I
because
feel like
and I
that.
think it's a little bit different for me just because like I said, I work with like clients. I have clients
Yeah.
that I work with, and we work out. You when it comes to I tell you, like, all the local stuff, you can do that, but when it comes to fucking with these promoters and shit, I'm not doing shit without a contract.
Right.
yep,
And that's where,
You
yep.
at some
that
point,
that's
y'all need
where.
to put y'all foot down and just go and write out y'all standard contract and what y'all want and what y'all need, how much y'all need and whatnot, and say, if you want me, this is, and y'all may not get too many.
Don't be afraid to slap a contract on these
Right,
motherfuckers.
truly.
Don't be afraid to slap a contract on these motherfuckers, because if they ain't doing you dirty and they got you in your right mind, your best interest in mind, they ain't got no problem signing a motherfucking contract. Slap
Mm-hmm.
a contract on their ass. Don't have a problem doing that and protecting yourself and representing yourself. Do that. Be an advocate for
Everybody
yourself.
that
And if you can be smart enough with yourself also to be like, ooh, I got a problem speaking of play. Have somebody with you that'll do that. Get
Mm-hmm.
you
Yep,
a queue. Get
yep.
you an island. Get you one of these motherfuckers out here who will be
Right.
with you. Get you an Anna Lillis. Get you an
So,
Otter. Get
you
you,
need somebody.
get you one of
Yes,
these motherfuckers that'll be out here
you
and
need
advocate for
somebody.
you. Get you a me. Get you a Fredo. Get you one of these, and this is also what I feel like we need to start doing. First off, we need to stop allowing motherfuckers just to come out of the motherfucking woodwork. Out
Mm-hmm.
of the fucking woodwork. Start
Mm-hmm,
small. Start small.
mm-hmm.
We already
You,
have
I
high
need,
tech.
yeah.
We've got Borda. We've
I
got
need
these
y'all.
big
Yeah.
hitter, bigger promotion companies that do good business, that have been doing this for years, that know what they're doing, that are trusted. Let these motherfuckers do it for a second. Now,
Mm.
what y'all new motherfuckers coming into this scene need to do is come
Is
in, start
work
small. Start
work
with the
under
intimate
these
fucking
people. Work
events.
under.
Be
Show
humble.
that you're
Again,
here
yeah.
just
Sit
for
down.
the
Again,
fucking culture.
again, it comes down to that the hustle culture, and we gonna get viral. Oh, we gonna get rich quick. Let's
Fuck that.
fucking do this, and now we cutting corners. Now we
A lot
cutting
of
all
people
the
Right.
don't
corners,
realize how hard that
Come
shit
into
really
this
is.
scene and build a trust with the motherfuckers here first.
and
Show us that
yeah.
we can trust
Now
you.
we cutting
Start
corners, and
small.
the
Show us
ship is
that you're
sinking.
here for
The
the
ship is
culture.
sinking.
Show us that you're here for the culture, and start small, and then build us up to trust you. Then go learn from the big motherfuckers. We have too many motherfuckers in this scene that are willing able, very
Right.
able at
Just like
any
he
damn
said.
near moment. People
The
that are giving classes on this shit, go learn from the people that are already trusted. Go learn to do what the fuck you
you
should
got
be doing correctly. Don't just jump into this shit
again
and think you got it. Be willing to be
because
teachable. Be willing
what
to absorb
hey
information. Be willing to learn. You have to be able to
because
survive in this industry in any aspect.
because the
And that's
minute
a
you
fact.
cut corners with me, what I'm gonna tell you, Trey, go on ahead and pick up that HVAC trade. Yeah, I see what you was doing. Go on ahead and pick up
Yeah,
that.
you might want to
Hey
get you a
man,
little trade, man.
hey,
God don't
yeah,
get your
you
ass
might
whooped
want to
so
start.
easily, you know.
Yeah, you might
Your
want to
chances
start.
will go down dramatically. I will say that.
Yeah, you might want to
Yeah,
start bucket rivets.
yeah. Yo,
Look.
hey man. I hope I don't have to buck rivets all I'm out there.
Uh,
But look, I
But
don't
I
know,
feel like,
man.
I feel like we need I feel like the community, and this is the thing, is this is what I will say. I did that live, right? The next day, I get off work and I go live. The live at this moment is sitting at like 9.6K
Yeah.
views. Yes. And that was what prompted
you did your job.
this motion in me as well, to realize that, just like I said earlier, when you realize that you have a platform that you can use for something so much different.
What I tell you.
You've already got it, you using it for what it is, but that you could take it further.
Yep.
Nobody that made a change because they sat still.
Yep.
And realizing that you have a platform to where, I made that live, and my phone has been overwhelming, I'll be honest, but my phone has been flooded, fucking flooded,
Mm-hmm.
with text, with calls, with messages on Messenger, with Instagram messages, with just messages of not only support, but
But it feels good to
also,
realize your potential, don't it?
right, when these
Yep.
people come to me and tell me that, me speaking up really sparked something in them, or inspired them to also say something,
So
or
Yep.
have you it
Yep.
it me it takes it to such a whole different fucking level. It takes it to a whole different level, man, and it's a cool feeling, at the same time as a little stressful, but at the same time, I want to, my whole point for the live is I want that to be a segue into us sticking with the positive, and
everything
us,
come good with a little
really
stress, baby.
change type shit.
Yep.
That's what I want. So right now
Uh,
is a call to the community, local EDM community. That's rap community too. Fuck it, rock community, all of y'all. Because I got information from all bits of the community. Let me just put it at that about this man. So while we're letting somebody infiltrate multiple genres and multiple communities
talk
that
about fucking
near and dear
invasive
to our hearts,
motherfuckers.
this as a call to the entire music community. KC, let's reevaluate how we're doing things. Let's talk
Truly.
about things.
Let's go back
Let's
to the
talk about
yeah.
things.
Go back to the
Let's
drawing
be
board,
honest
y'all.
about things too. Let's be honest. Let's stop being passive aggressive and start being honest. These motherfuckers know what they're doing. Let let
Listen,
let let
yeah, you tell them if you need if they need me to help them. God damn.
right. If
People,
let's start.
I just need niggas to use common sense. That's what
Look,
I need.
Good
and
luck.
the thing is also, and I get it, especially when you're in an industry where it's so easy to be manipulated. Some motherfuckers are so good at it.
Yeah.
I can't even lie. I look. I'll say it right now. I'll give it to you, Ashton. You good.
Yeah, you pulled it.
You good.
He pulled it.
Because
He
you
pulled it
almost
over.
had me for a second. You good.
He pulled it
Real
over
fucking
for
good.
as long as he needed to.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that, man. You real fucking good because you dead
Now,
had me the first set.
let
You dead
me.
had me.
Now,
But then I
do both of
started
y'all
getting
got
other shit.
both
I
of y'all got the
know
stream
deeper
up?
now what it is.
Both of y'all got the
Yes.
stream.
But as
Okay.
a call to the local community, I say we evaluate how we do things, how we treat each other. And the cool thing that I've actually seen through this too, I'm not even fucking like this, is I think it's the coolest part. I've actually seen motherfuckers who are not cool with each other go to bat for each other. And that's what I said in my life too. I don't give a fuck about our personal feelings. I don't give a fuck if we got beef on a personal level as an artist. as another
We
professional
need to
in the
get this
scene, I
money.
will always
That's how
I will
shit
go
should
to
be,
bat
though.
for you. I
Mm-hmm.
don't
That's
give
how
a
shit
fuck.
should be.
Just because I don't like that you a little egotistical, don't mean that you still shouldn't be getting paid.
Yeah, they'll cut you
I
off.
don't give a
They'll
fuck.
cut you off for anything. The vibe just wasn't there. Maybe some, you know what I mean? Just
Right.
Right.
And that's okay. We
ugh.
gotta be okay with not being cool with motherfuckers. We gotta be okay with
Yeah,
understanding that we are just different types of people. And that is so fucking okay. But
yeah,
what I have watched is actually that come to life. I've watched an entire scene of motherfuckers really rally around each other and protect each other and go to bat for each other, no matter anybody's personal feelings. There, we've got the ticket holders going to bat for live painters. We've got live painters going to bat for DJs. We've got DJs going to bat for promoters, and all the way through. And it's so fucking cool. We're really, I can see that this is really starting some kind of a change in some, and I can see that I can tell it's just the beginning and there's a lot of work to be done, but I can tell.
But
I can
y'all
tell
gotta
that the
keep.
community is able and
No.
willing,
Here's
and
the
it's
thing.
cool.
Y'all gotta keep at it. Y'all gotta fucking
Right, we
keep at
just
it.
gotta keep
Cause you
going.
motherfuckers get lazy. Yeah, you motherfuckers get
We gotta
lazy.
keep going.
don't
We
call
gotta
it
keep
lazy,
pushing,
call it
y'all. It doesn't
complacent.
stop.
Yeah, they'll start something like the shit down at the fucking
Obama ain't been president for years, and that motherfucker's still out here doing shit.
like the
We
shit
still
down
holding
at
on,
the
though.
what the down in Westport that they used to fucking do, and then magically the shit just stopped. Niggas don't do shit no more. Like
Wait. Repeat what you just said.
the shit down in I think it's Westport Bowery. Not the bad the fucking bar that's down there. In
No,
that,
no, no. I know, no. I know what you're saying, and I'm just deciding if I should speak on that.
we'll talk about that off the
Yeah,
record.
I think that's gonna be
Yeah.
another time. But there is a reason for that.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes,
Oh. I know
and it
a little
has
bit
to
of
do
it.
with the same entity.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
My next
So
topic.
so I'll leave it there. But I did that. Regardless, like I said, I want this. I want to push for that. And like you said, we can't be getting lazy, y'all. We can't be getting lazy. We got to keep pushing. It does not stop. It does not. It does not end. We just got to keep pushing, and we will see that change that we want. But we don't have that change without having these honest ass conversations. And that's what I wanted my life to start, and I've seen that it has in different areas, and I'm loving it. I love everybody that supported that live. I appreciate you for letting me come on too and speak. It's been an
She
honor.
took the whole hour. We might just have a whole nother fucking thing next week. Because we
We
just
can trade tomorrow. I don't care.
yeah. I ain't got nothing to
it's-
do tomorrow.
I've enjoyed like this whole conversation. Just the thing she needed to get this shit, like she needed to air it out, and
That's
No,
it's hella
there's a lot.
necessary.
we are.
And
Listen, I'm happy to use this platform for good in my community. As long as maybe somebody that was watching this heard us fucking ranting and raving and got a wild hair up they ass and was like, I'm gonna go fucking mobilize my community, my music community too. So
I know about
Absolutely.
roll out.
And I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all so much for allowing me to use your platform to speak, for giving me the time, for giving me that space, for for also using your platform for the same benefit for good. I cherish y'all. I love what y'all do over here. Y'all know that.
Make
I
sure you
have
link
the
us
love
on
for
all
y'all.
platforms, and we'll get you. We'll continue to spread it out off of here too.
Of course, yes. That's what I wanted to kind of end off on. So, like I said, the change doesn't stop there. The conversation doesn't stop there. So what we're doing now is, just like we have this platform to be honest, we're gonna make another platform to be honest. We're gonna keep this going. We're gonna keep our platforms. We're gonna build on these platforms. We're gonna make these platforms strong.
I literally
in all
fucking.
aspects.
Did I send it to you that fucking Jaded Forum?
I think so. Yeah.
Y'all need to watch that because it's literally about fucking like this, like fucking they was in that room.
Yeah.
He was like, we need this, like a
Right.
community. Like
Mhm.
all these people in here, I want to get all their numbers. Like he was saying, I want to get
Right.
all these people in here's numbers
And that's
and
that's
start a
what's been
group chat.
happening too. I've had a lot of people reach out to me on shit like that, and it's been super fucking cool to see. That I can really see that the change is starting, and it's it's always going to be a work in progress. There's always going to be room for growth, but it's starting, and I'm real. I want to say I am real proud of the local community. We doing that shit. We doing that shit, and it's not stopping, but we doing that shit. So.
Yeah.
I am listening. I am listening. I hear y'all. I am making platforms. I'll be doing a podcast. I'll be doing tidbits with Q and Trey. We'll be, just trading off back and forth and stuff, kind of supporting each other. But we're gonna keep this going. We're gonna keep this, these talks going, this conversation alive. We can't let this shit die. We gotta keep
No,
talking about it.
I appreciate that. I
Of course,
appreciate
of course,
that. 'Cause
of course.
that's the goal here, is just to make sure that we get people that are comfortable to speak in an honest and it ain't got to be level manner, but just like a straightforward and this is what it is,
Because
without
I've knocked
the
this
side
chair
bullshit,
over
without,
3 weeks in
what
a
I
row.
mean. Just yeah, so that's a good compliment on our end. We doing what we supposed to be doing, and we can
Absolutely,
always do
absolutely. I
more.
love what y'all do over here. Y'all keep it authentic. Y'all keep it honest, and that's what we cherish around here. That's what that's one thing I really want to emanate in my shit. I want to keep it authentic. I want to keep it honest. I want to keep that
Mhm.
space open and safe for everybody.
Yeah,
To be able to
and,
have that, and y'all have that
and them
over
type
here.
of folks just got to be friends. Or we ain't got to be
Absolutely.
friends, but we got to know each other. We got to know where to send other
Absolutely.
people.
Like I'm even
Yeah.
look, and I was thinking about it too, like, man, I'm talking conversations for anything. If you want to talk about it, hit me up, let me know. You can come on, we can talk about it, whatever it may
Yeah.
be. If you want to talk to somebody else, you want to talk about whatever the situation, you want to address some shit, however the fuck it may be, we can talk about it. I have
You can't
no
call
problem
me,
talking about it because the
but
change and the understanding always starts with being
I'll be
able to
there for
talk
the
about it.
spirit. I'll be there in the
Uh,
spirit.
yeah. I really, I think yeah, I want to help y'all get something together.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Let's
gonna be
do
doing
it,
a bunch of
man.
shit.
Let's
Has
do it.
anybody ever asked you to play in Wichita?
Shit,
No, so
didn't you just play in Wichita, or were you supposed to play
no,
in
so
Wichita?
funny
Do you
story about
frequent
that.
Wichita?
Okay, so I had
Oh my
touched on this in
god.
my live. I'll go ahead and talk about it here because it's a funny story how that happened. So I was actually booked with Phantom Productions
Oh
in
shit.
Wichita
Oh
for the
shit.
Brat Rave, right? And so the day of, we're having car troubles, real bad car troubles. Like our tire was like shredded at some point. It was just crazy. We didn't know what was going on with our car. So, I called Dowd of Phantom and I'm like, hey, I'm not gonna be able to make it. And he's like, I totally understand. I'd rather you keep your car safe, kind of, cool, like, we'll put you on a different booking, and I'll take, your spot for the booking. And I was like, okay, cool. Well, it was 4 or 5, it was 5 of us girls that were on the lineup, 5 of us femme DJs. And
It was
I
like
was the
Hella
second one
Clinton, them.
playing, and I was supposed to play at like 8 because I think the doors open at 7 or 8. So I was the second one playing, whichever one. Instead of just having my slot be filled, they moved everybody up. So Tiana was supposed to be the one that was headlining. They moved everybody else's slots up, and they had Dowd headline, an all girls rave.
That's weird, bro.
Yeah.
We don't. Yeah, we don't. Yeah. Yeah.
So that definitely happened, and I was like,
That's wild.
okay, so I did definitely, and I only speak on that because I definitely did touch on that in my other live, and I have talked to a few of the other artists that were on the lineup that were kind of not very happy about that. So yeah, I felt the
Yeah.
need to speak on that. But yeah, I was supposed to
Yeah.
play in Wichita for $50. They booked me
It
for
would have cost.
$50.
Hey, it would have costed you more to get there and back.
That's
Yeah.
not even
Baby,
gas, dog.
Yeah.
that's
That's a
yeah.
3-hour drive
I
for me.
mean,
I'm in Lawrence, Kansas.
Uh huh.
So I
that's
was like,
I
crazy.
oh,
literally
and then
that
That's
especially when I'm like,
crazy.
damn,
that's where
I'm
I'm
about to
from.
potentially trash my car for $50. Like I
I wish
Yeah,
can't,
I
that's
just
where
I
wanted
I'm
to
can't do
from.
it.
correlate like Kansas City and Wichita to see if people from Kansas City really get down here. or like, because that's I'm curious, but it's weird that
It
Wichita and Kansas
was.
City don't really, as far as I know, they don't
Well,
really.
the venue up there is a well-known
You
venue,
talking
and I
about
know they've had really successful
we
shows
got
there in the
Wave
past.
and the Cotillion.
Wave,
Yes, it was a Wave.
yeah.
Yes, that's where it was at. So I know they've had really successful shows there in the past. And it was my first time playing out in Wichita, which was kind of the which was kind of the fuel for me going ahead and accepting the booking despite the low number. Because I was like, well, damn, but it's in Wichita and the Wave
I
venue
told you
sounds freaking cool.
it's 5 miles from my house.
I know.
I went and saw Wu-Tang out there.
Yeah, my mama
Yeah,
lived
that was a
down the
good one.
street.
Damn.
I used to be in there.
Everything in Wichita is down the street, by the way, unless you
Truly.
just go from the east to the west side.
Uh-huh.
If you go from the
I
east
never
side to
actually been to
downtown, that's
Wichita
down
a
the
day in my
street.
life. I've actually never
It
been
ain't
to
shit to
Wichita a day
do.
in my fucking life.
It ain't shit to
There's
do
nothing
there.
to do.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to expand the backyard. That's all that is.
Hey, there ain't shit to do really in Lawrence either. You want to know what I did for the first time the other day? I a little bit of my inner child. Me and Austin and my son were door dashing and shit. We're driving around and we go and drop off this order that's by these cornfields. I had never just like walked up to a corn stalk and just like picked some corn off that motherfucker.
Did you eat it?
Hold on. Just
she
hold
kept
on.
it. She kept it. Yep. Because I would have.
Dry it out like the Indians do. You remember back in the 90s when everybody's mama had that corn decor?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yep. Oh.
She took a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, you better.
My husband said I did it like a pro.
Yeah. Hey, bring them motherfuckers over.
I'm about to say you be shucking the sucker.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what? No, let me talk about this for a second.
Look at them motherfuckers.
I didn't know that corn was hard like this.
Yeah.
I didn't know that this was like the natural state
I used to
of corn.
shuck corn.
I used to shuck corn too. My grandma used to grow
I
it.
walked up to that motherfucker's finger, just tore that motherfucker off. And my husband looked at me and was like, "You've never done that before in your life?" And I was like, "Nah." He was like, "You did that shit like a pro." I was like, "Hey,
that's dope though.
Yeah,
but y'all got the Granada though. Y'all get hella good concerts.
The Grenasty, baby.
Man.
All right.
Here, can you put the corn back in the first one?
We done been here for an hour and 15 minutes just shooting shit. And I think we accomplished everything. Did we accomplish everything? I'll save the rest of this shit for next week.
Yeah, I'm about to say this just means more in the barrel.
Sis, tell me where we find you again.
You can find me on all platforms at Silver Say You. I am also making a Spotify channel to start streaming what I will be calling Silver Sessions with multiple different segments. So that will be coming soon. And I will keep kind of updated on the filming of that and the start of that and the premiere and stuff. But yeah, Silver Sessions coming soon on Spotify and multiple other platforms. I am on TikTok. I am on Instagram. I am on Snapchat. I am on Facebook. I am on almost everything as Silver Say You, so you can find me that way. And Discord as well.
Lock you in now.
Hey!
And Discord as well. I forget that. I forget I have Discord like all the time, but I love Discord.
Tell them where they can find you, big man.
You can find me on Facebook at Brother Gresh Visuals. You can find me on Instagram at brother_Gresh.
Don't tell me you got them written down. You got them written down now?
No, I'm just shut up. No,
It's good.
I don't know why I'm looking around. I'm just trying to make sure I keep remembering them.
Like a teleprompter.
But that's it, right? Facebook and Instagram. You find us here on Twitch.
I forget about my personal Facebook. I'm on Facebook at Comment Say You Silva.
I don't tell nobody, I don't want none of these motherfuckers following me on Facebook. If you follow me on Facebook,
nah, because that's where I be talking a lot of my shit.
I don't like nobody that much. Well, I guess you can find me on Instagram at off.the.porch.pod. At some point, I'll fucking buy the name Uh, yeah,
Take your
pretty
time.
much.
Take your time.
And you can find me on YouTube at Off The Porch Pod. That's all I got. If you actually need to get a hold of me, um, this
Do
is
it, do
what
it, do
you
it.
this is what you do. You're gonna take all those crystals that your girlfriend has in her back fucking shelf. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna make a nice big circle. Uh-huh. You go get the tail of a rat, the tongue of a skink, and the eyes of an armadillo. You need one platypus egg. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna put it all in a cauldron. You're gonna mush it, mush, ha, ha, ha. You put that cauldron in the middle. It's gonna start to bubble, right? And it's gonna send it's gonna make a small bird that's gonna take your message, and hopefully my window is open at the time that your message is received. Cause otherwise, you ain't gonna find me.
That's the longest phone number I've ever heard.
Bye.